My name is Molly Hodgson Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Dover Chamber of Commerce. I've been in that position for 6 months. Prior to that, I was the Executive Director of New Hampshire Businesses for Social Responsibility, which is another membership organization that helps educate its members around social and environmental issues. I was born and raised right here in Madbury, right next door to Durham, and was one of 4 girls. My mom and dad had very modest means, and their goal was to get their 4 girls through college. That was just goal number 1.
Okay. Well, I was an international affairs major at my time here at UNH. I graduated in 1991. The international affairs, it's a double major essentially. You add it on to your primary major. So I was in political science and international affairs with a minor in Spanish. I strongly recommend you look into the program. It's fascinating. It opens your perspective up. Especially as business majors, I think it would be invaluable.
Certainly think that my experience in the International Affairs program has benefited me enormously through the years. It allowed me to have a much more global perspective, which has changed my outlook and my leadership style in every way. I think that the experience here at UNH in the International Affairs program prepared me for the multitude of communication that you do with all sorts of different people, and making sure that you don't always see things just from your perspective, but that you look at things differently. My role as the Executive Director at the Dover Chamber will be as convener. Dover is just a really thriving community. We made the top 100 list for places to live, and the Chamber, I think, really has a great opportunity to work hand in hand to just keep Dover on this really strong path to continue to develop, but to maintain this small town feel that everyone enjoys so much. As the Executive Director of New Hampshire Businesses for Social Responsibility, I was charged with growing the organization. It's really like starting your own business, essentially. You are doing everything from the foundation building for the organization, developing systems and infrastructures, but you're also building relationships with your members. I loved it all. It was just every day it was different. I'd say it allows me to interact with entrepreneurs doing really exciting things. I'm kind of a junkie for behind the scenes. It always allowed me to visit businesses and see what they were doing, whether it's going into a manufacturing facility and wearing a hard hat and safety glasses and looking at how they're greening their production line, or going to a restaurant where they're composting and doing really interesting things with local food sources. And so I always got to see the latest and greatest of every business.
And I'm here to tell you that the majority of my career and the positions that I've secured have been as a result of networking. Not because I was the smartest candidate or the most experienced candidate, but because I perhaps was the candidate that cultivated the most relationships.